Hello, my name is Doze, and in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to install the Scratch programming software. Alright? Now, this is very simple. All you need is a laptop. Now, the laptop has to be either a Mac OS laptop, a Windows OS laptop, or a Google Chromebook laptop. Alright? You can also use a phone, but for this particular lesson, I'm going to be telling you how to do it on a laptop. Alright, or on a desktop computer. Alright, so my browser is open. Make sure your browser is open and let's go. The first thing I want you to do is to just, in the search bar up here or down here, anyone you decide to use, just type Scratch 3 download and then press enter. Now the speed the page is going to use to open depends on how fast the internet connection is, and it's also going to depend on how fast your Scratch is going to download. Alright, and that also determines how fast your Scratch software is going to download. Alright, so first let's download the Scratch programming software. So when you type Scratch 3 download, select the first option, Scratch Offline Editor. Alright, the first option here, and I'm clicking on it. Alright, now on this page you can see download the Scratch app, no problem. Now let's go. Next one, we can see choose your OS. OS means operating system. Alright, choose your OS. So you can use Windows, you can select Mac, you can select Google OS, or you can Chrome OS, or you can select Android. Alright, but the laptop I'm using right now has a Windows operating system, so I'll select Windows. Alright, and when I select that, I'll go down here. You see install Scratch app for Windows, get Scratch app from the Microsoft Store, alright, or direct download. I'm going to click on direct download. If you go through the Microsoft Store method, you need a Microsoft account and the rest of that. So in order to avoid all of that, let's just go straight to direct download. Alright, now click on direct download and you can see it's downloading. Now how fast it's going to download depends on how fast your internet connection is. Alright, if your internet connection is poor, it can take you up to an hour. Alright, you never can tell, but mine is a little bit fast, so I'm going faster. Alright, boom, it's done. Alright, now when it's done downloading, all you need to do is to show in folder. Just right click on this and say show in folder, or just double click on it. If you're confused, you can go to your downloads folder in File Manager. Alright, so for me, I'm just going to click on this and say show in folder. It takes me directly to where it was downloaded to in my File Manager, and this is it. Alright, this is my File Manager. Alright, so you can see it up here, Scratch 3.17.1 setup.exe. If you have gotten to this point, congratulations, you have gone a step forward. Alright, so the next thing I want you to do now is to double click on this. Alright, double click on the Scratch setup.exe, or you right click on it. When you right click on it, it will give you options. Alright, you can click on either open or run as administrator. For this one, I'm going to click on open. If you click on run as administrator, it's going to ask you, are you sure you want to do this? It might make changes and all that. You just say yes or no. Choose yes if you want to proceed. But for this one, I'm going to use open. Alright, when I click open, it's going to run it. So you can see that it's asking me, do you want to run this file? Alright, publisher, MIT, and the rest of that. And I'm going to say run. Alright, I'm going to say run. You will see a similar message like this depending on your Windows version and all that. Alright, just click on run. It might ask you a different question and you might just have to say yes. It's something you can figure out, all right? And then it's asking me, please select whether you wish to make this software available to all users or just yourself. All right, I'm going to say all users. All right, so even if someone signs in with a different account on this laptop, the person is going to have access to Scratch. All right, it's not really a personal software, anybody can use it, so it's not something I should be hiding. All right, I'll click install. If you say no, the installation process is going to cancel. All right, so now it's installing. Just allow this to run. It might take a couple of minutes, but eventually it will get done and you have your Scratch installed. So just give it some time. This installation might take a while, so I'm just going to skip to where it's done after it has finished processing. All right, good. Now it's done. All right, it's giving me an option. Do I want to run Scratch 3? Like, do I want to run it immediately, or do I just want to finish and go on to what I'm doing? All right, if you click on finish while this checkbox is still ticked, it will open Scratch immediately. All right, so I'm just going to show you what's going to happen. I'll click on finish and then it's going to open Scratch immediately. So let's see. I'm going to minimize this. So Scratch is loading. You can see that. Loading project. Yeah, as simple as that. We are done. All right. Now let's say you finish downloading your Scratch software and installing it, and you decided not to open it at that point in time, and oh, you decided to open it later on. All right, there are two ways you can do that. It's either you go to your search bar, all right, go to your search bar and type Scratch. You see there, Scratch 3, all right, not Scratch 2 or anything, just Scratch 3, all right, and then you can also find it on your desktop. Just right click and select open. All right, it's as simple as that. All right, so feel free to pause the video at any point in time. You can rewind it, go back, make sure that you follow the step just the way it was in the video, and then it's the same process for Mac OS, all right, and Chrome OS. All right, so that's all for now. I hope you were able to install Scratch on your laptop. All right, bye bye.